Okay, there's been a lot of Game of Thrones news lately. I swear you're going to get more Game of Thrones, A Song of Ice and Fire history videos. Stat. Warning, minor spoilers for the final season in this video, but I don't think anything too crazy. But you've been warned just in case. Because as always, the web is dark and full of spoilers. First, let's talk about Kit Harington, who was really candid about the final season of Game of Thrones and how he thinks it was meant to break them. So in talking about the final season, he said, "Everyone was broken at the end. I don't know if we were crying because we were sad it was ending, or if we were crying because it was so fucking tiring. We were sleep deprived. It was like it was designed to make you think, right, I'm fucking sick of this." I remember everyone walking around towards the end going, "I've had enough now. I love this, it's been the best thing in my life, I'll miss it one day, but I'm done." Which, given everything we know about the final season and all the leaks, this is going to be a crazy final season. And we remember that the battle at Winterfell, the crazy, insane battle at Winterfell that took 55 consecutive days to shoot, is happening. And it's supposed to make the Battle of the Bastards look like a theme park. I'm so excited. Funny enough, despite being one of the longest lasting characters on the show, Kit revealed that in the beginning, he was all doom and gloom on set. After the first season, I would say to people, we definitely won't get a second season. Then after the second season, I went, definitely not a third, no. Everyone was like, "Are you fucking kidding me, Kit? Of course we're getting a third." I'm not gonna lie, I've always viewed Kit Harington as a kind of gloomy guy, but maybe that's the vibe he tries to give off. I have to say the best part of his interview is when Kit actually talked about being proud of being on Game of Thrones and talked about his potential future kids and them seeing his relationship with his wife. And that weight is off my shoulders. It's done now. I can be proud of it. We've got 8 seasons, and they can sit on a bookshelf at home till the end of time. It's dawned on me recently, and I have no idea if we will, but say me and Rose do have children. They'll know. They'll be able to see the genesis of their parents getting together, which is quite a wonderful thought, really. I thank the show for everything, but more than anything else, I thank it for introducing me to her. That's simply adorable. I'm also really glad to see Kit Harington talking positively about Game of Thrones again. I think it's as he said, he was really exhausted filming the final season because for a few months there after filming, he was very against Game of Thrones and had a lot of negative things to say and was, fuck yeah, I'm finally done, fuck this shit. And I think as time goes on and he gets more distance from the show, he'll look back on it with a more favorable outlook. It's just, as of right now, he's really exhausted. Probably emotionally and physically. Although that being said, next Littlefinger's actor, Aidan, talked about how he was pretty happy to leave Game of Thrones. "It was brilliant to be part of Game of Thrones for the amount of time I was, which was 7 seasons. But it's also nice to be done with that. Walk away and find a new suit to put on. For me anyways, it's always what's happening right now. That's the exciting thing. And that's always what I'm doing. And everything else takes place in the background." I get the general vibe of actors that were on the show for a long time and then went to do other projects that they were glad to have a breather away from Game of Thrones, not because they didn't love the experience, but just because it was really demanding, especially on their schedule. Oh, and Robb's actor, Richard Madden, threw in his 2 cents about who should rule the 7 Kingdoms at the end of the show. Absolutely, I can't wait for the new season of it, yeah. Jon and Daenerys, I think they can do it. Rule Westeros together. I think that would be good. If you follow Richard and his interviews, you know that he still loves the show, and that at this point, he kind of feels disconnected from it because he's been dead on it for so long, but he's still so encouraging and so engaged in the show. It's just adorable and really awesome to see. Okay, there's your Game of Thrones news update. Like, subscribe, and make sure you stock up on a lot of tissue for the final season of Game of Thrones, which could have multiple meanings. Oh my god. I shouldn't have said that. I'm gonna get yelled at on some fucking internet forum for it.